simple human sense.
Well, we had plenty of rain this weekend, and we still have just a little bit to go, and I can show you on satellite and radar where that rain is right now. It's moving across the Lansing area, and taking a bigger look, though, you can see that it's the end of the rain is just behind us, only about another hour or two, and then plenty of clearing behind it. That's going to give us those sunny skies on Monday. Current temperatures right now sitting at 50 degrees in Lansing, 50 degrees as well in Mason, and also 50 degrees down there in Jackson. Looking at the next 12 hours, temperatures will be dropping into the 40s, and those rain showers will finally start to go away. 6 News at 6 starts now.
WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News at 6.
Extra Alpha Juliet, Mike Romeo, Cleveland.
Well, the names of the 3 victims from a plane crash in Bath Township have been released. It's our top story here at 6. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Karina Prieto. Bath Township officials say they've identified 2 pilots and 1 mechanic that were killed in a plane crash on Thursday afternoon. That crash happened just after 5 p.m. and is currently under investigation. Our very own Taryn Simmons spoke with officials, and she's here for you now with the latest.
Yeah, Karina, Bath Township Fire and police responded to the scene immediately. Officials say the jet took off from the Battle Creek Executive Airport, where it was undergoing a maintenance check, and crashed near the intersection of Clark and Peacock Road on state land, just north of Rose Lake, which is a heavily wooded area. All 3 passengers, 2 pilots and 1 mechanic, were on the plane, and all of them were found dead. Officials say they were all Mexican citizens. The medical examiner's office at the University of Michigan Health Sparrow say the identities of the victims are not positive, as DNA testing is required and will take several weeks.
Based on information provided by the Consulate of Mexico in Detroit, the individuals have been presumptively identified as Francisco Javier Del Morel Jimenez, Rodolfo Pimentel Zamora, and Alvaro Espejo Rodriguez.
Officials say the next steps in the investigation will move beyond Bath Township, and the National Transportation Safety Board will take pieces of the plane to continue with the investigation. We'll keep you updated as we learn more. Karina, back to you.
Thank you for that update, Taryn. Michigan has received an $8 million federal grant to support training for shipbuilding and maritime manufacturing here in the state. It was announced by Governor Gretchen Whitmer and the Michigan Department of Labor and Economic Opportunity. They say the funding will position Michigan as a maritime manufacturing hub and prepare workers to fill critical high-wage jobs. Funds will go towards supporting the state's efforts to revitalize the domestic shipbuilding industry and help train workers in welding, maritime electrical manufacturing, and other skilled trades. Funding will also allow the training of more than 700 new and existing people to build ships here in Michigan, and that's according to the Department of Labor and Economic Opportunity. Today is the start of National Teen Driver Safety Week. The National Road Safety Foundation and Students Against Destructive Decisions want to remind parents to talk to their teens about safe driving habits. According to the organizations, motor vehicle crashes are a leading cause of death for teens in the United States. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration reports 2,600 people were killed in crashes involving a teen driver in 2023, while more than 170,000 people were injured in crashes involving a teen driver. Experts also say teen fatalities rose by 20% in some states last year. And as the government shutdown continues, there could be an impact on SNAP benefits for families.
The U.S. Department of Agriculture announcing on October 10th an order to all state directors of SNAP to hold on filing November benefits until further notice, warning there will be insufficient funds to pay if the government shutdown continues. Fast forward to 1 week later, the Department of Human Services issued this statement saying, quote, "Because Republicans in Washington, D.C. failed to pass a federal budget causing the federal government shutdown, November 2025 SNAP benefits cannot be paid," end quote. Governor Josh Shapiro spoke at an event in Erie Friday about the negative impacts as the shutdown drags on, adding that the Commonwealth can't backfill the cost, about $366 million a month.
There's a lot of challenges there. I hope our colleagues in Washington will come together and get this passed. And of course, this is on the heels of the Congress of the United States voting to knock 510,000 Pennsylvanians off of Medicaid and 140,000 off of SNAP in order to give a tax cut for people who don't need it.
According to the DHS website, southwestern Pennsylvania has 2 counties with the highest percentage of its population benefiting from SNAP. Fayette is second highest in the state, following Philadelphia, with Greene County standing at number 6 on the top 10 list.
These are people who just need a little bit of extra help to be able to put food on the table for them and their families.
According to DHS, if you need immediate food assistance, call 211. You can also visit these websites, feedingpa.org or panavigate.org.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, with the rain we've had this weekend, we haven't had too much time to enjoy the fall foliage, but Jane has sent this beautiful picture in from Concord with the cornfield in the background there. We can finally start to see some more of that going into the day tomorrow as we have those sunny skies. But of course, if you have any pictures you want to send in to us, you just have to go to WLNS.com/share. Looking at the total rainfall that what we've had from the past 24 hours, some of us have exceeded 2 inches of rain. East Lansing's a winner there. DeWitt, we had over 1.5 inches. Jackson, just under 1.5 inches. So plenty of rainfall from this event that we've had this weekend. Looking at satellite and radar right now, we got some rain showers moving through the area, zooming in just a little bit closer to some areas where we're seeing some moderate rain, like places like Rush and Owasso are some of those places that are seeing the moderate rain right now. And where we're starting to see the rain starting to die down is places like Vermontville and over there in Hastings as well. Taking it hour by hour with the precision cast, the rain quickly moves out of the area. We start to clear out going into the early morning for tomorrow. We have a nice day set up for tomorrow, but we'll be a little bit gusty as we have winds approaching 20 miles an hour. Clear for the overnight hours going into Tuesday. Then we have a little bit of rain early on Tuesday morning that will come through, and then I think we'll clear out for a little bit during the afternoon before another round of rain moves in during the Tuesday evening time frame, and then another additional chance of rain going into Wednesday. Definitely a big pattern change from what we've had from the past few weeks. Looking at the 5-day rainfall forecast, so you definitely see the bulk of the rain will be on the west side of the state, but of course, we'll still see some rain chances over here in the Lansing area as well. And looking at Tuesday and Wednesday, that's definitely where we're seeing the best chances of the rain coming up in the next 5 days. Looking at the Skyview network camera for St. John's, we're sitting at 51 degrees. Rainfall just over 1 inch for them for the past 24 hours. Capitol Cam, we're sitting at 50 degrees, just under 1.5 inches them for rain for them. And then looking at the Grand Ledge camera, we're sitting at 49 degrees, rain just under 1 inch for them. And then looking at the Jackson Skycam, we're sitting at 50 degrees with the winds coming out of the west at 13 miles an hour. And looking at the Hillsdale camera, we're sitting at 49 degrees with a max wind of 22 miles an hour. Looking at tonight's forecast, we'll be dropping down into the low 40s. It will be drying out, but then it will be breezy as well. Winds will be coming out of the northwest at about 15 to 25 miles an hour and could be gusting over 30 at times. So definitely want to take that account if you have any plans going into the overnight hours for tonight. And then for tomorrow, we're getting into the low 60s and mostly sunny skies. It'll be a lot nicer than what we've had this weekend with those winds coming out of the southwest at 5 to 15 miles an hour. Looking at that 6-day forecast though, we start to cool down just a little bit as we have temperatures in the low 50s here on Wednesday and Thursday, additional chances of those showers. And looking at the 6+6 day forecast, we got Halloween in there. We got temperatures only in the upper 40s for that day, but that's still 12 days away. And in between them, we've got some 60s. So very October-like pattern we have, Karina.
Wow, I can't believe the 6+6 has Halloween and I don't even have a costume
I know, it just came out of nowhere.
I know, I guess we got to do some thinking. We'll put our heads together.
Absolutely.